he should just come out and say, I'm the best number one at the club. Put me at number one. Shut the gates, we're back. Second game on the Friday night. We have the Brisbane Broncos taking on the Melbourne Storm at Suncorp Stadium. Toby, your mates, how do you feel about this one?
I don't know what it's going to be like, mate. I really don't. It could get really out of hand. Obviously now we all got to know after that performance against the Tigers that they're not playing for him.
No.
They're not putting their body in front for him. You know, it's become intangible. Like, he has to go. Well,
the news has come out that there will be a review, but at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So, but, like, I think the review is done. I think we've done the review.
Yeah.
It's finished.
How much more damage do they want to heap on their brand?
What number do the Storm have to win by, or the Broncos have to lose by, for him to go this week?
I think it's 60 plus.
Yep.
Yeah, I think 50. I reckon 50 could be...
Yeah. See, it was 48-0 the other night against the Tigers.
They missed 3 goals.
And they missed 3 goals, so it's 54. And if you look at I think you said it best, that talent squad, 1 through 17, Brisbane probably beat them on talent.
Yeah. It's the coaching leadership and the leadership around the club. Like Benji Marshall, Chris Lawrence, those sort of players, they just sort of know how to get the job done. Yeah. But, like, you've got the Broncos players who, like, talent-wise, they're right up there. And you can't make the young sort of excuse because the Panthers have just as young team, and they're sitting on top of the ladder.
Yeah,
the best of the best of the best, sir.
The changes they made, Milford at 1, fucking hell, what are they thinking?
They haven't tried that before.
Oh.
Something different.
So you got Milford there, and you brought in Dearden. We wanted Dearden in, and Croft at 6. It makes sort of no. Corey Pax, I guess he has to be there because Isaac Luke's out, but it looks like they've made Tessie New like their fall guy for these losses.
Yeah. And they tried a new half on the bench too, Tyson Gamble. He's played 1 game for the Tigers back in the day, so yeah.
And it doesn't make sense. Like when you look at all the players that are out, you got Fafita, besides Alex Glenn, you got Jack Bird, you got those sort of players. They're talent. They're not leadership.
No.
None of it's leadership. No. It's all just talent. So put anyone you want in. If there's no leadership, no one's going to know what to do.
I'd be happy if they just... Who cares if they lose, as long as they're running hard and tackling hard, but they're not doing that. They're not doing that.
And we can blame them.
You'd be happy if they just lost or they actually put everything on the line, but they're not putting everything on the line. So
maximum effort.
You've got to put Boyd at 1. Well, how is Boyd not the fullback this week?
He has to play fullback. That's the only way they can go.
For me, it goes Boyd at fullback, Milford at 6, and Dearden at 7.
Yeah.
Get rid of Croft. He's adding nothing. Yeah. At least
he might know Melbourne Storm's game plans this week.
Yeah, because he couldn't do them. He doesn't. He doesn't know how to do the game.
Melbourne Ford will be running at him all night. Don't you worry about that. They can't wait. I bet ya.
See, when the blowtorch went on Melbourne there, like late last year, they were sitting in the 4, and Bellamy just drops him because he knows when it gets tough,
the pressure,
he's not going to do the job, and that they would rather pick a running half.
Yeah.
So that just goes to tell you everything you want to know. But their effort in defence was totally unacceptable the other night. And the most disheartening thing as a fan was seeing after the game, they're sitting in the sheds and they're not even talking. They're just sitting on their phones.
Yeah.
And I just thought to myself, you've just got flogged.
Yeah. And
you can't even look each other in the eye.
Look at me!
They haven't made changes because they want to make changes, like Michael Maguire cutting Benji or something like that. They've cut a couple of young kids to move their other fellas around so it looks like, oh, look, we're doing something. They're not doing anything. Seabold's lacking leadership. Yeah, you're lacking leadership because you got rid of him.
Exactly.
We just went on about how good Maguire's been the last couple weeks. He was at the Broncos and you got rid of him, mate.
Exactly.
You didn't want Alex Glenn there.
Yep.
You got rid of him, but you got shit for giving fucking Lodge the captaincy. That's why you kept him.
McCulloch, James Roberts, Cody Nicarima. These are Origin and Test players.
Yeah.
He's ripped the culture out of that place.
It's just not the same.
You got Darius Boyd coming and go, if he wields the axe, he wields the axe. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
You can tell. Yeah. But he should just come out and say, I'm the best number 1 at the club. Put me at number 1. It's his last year. What are they going to do? Sack him?
Yeah. He still should be the captain too, Darius Boyd.
He's
the only one talking.
He was the only one yelling at the boys the other night. Yeah. But then he's saying they don't care. So why would he care?
Yeah.
So
On the other hand, Melbourne put 42 on the Titans and they didn't get out of second gear.
Wasn't
So
it? Yeah, like a trial run, eh?
I'm worried.
Yeah. So what are you going to go?
It's going to be Melbourne 50 plus for me.
Yeah, well, Melbourne's the best at targeting teams for weaknesses, and the Broncos have got heaps of weaknesses, so I'm looking at Storm, 50 plus.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to go. What'd you say to getting fired? 60. I'm going...
I think 60, mate.
Storm, 65 plus. What do you guys think, though? Broncos, can they show a little bit of fire? Anything to, like, just, save Seabold if you want to, I guess? Or will Melbourne just run over them by 100 points? Let us know in the comments.
That's a